Hey everybody, Chiron here, and welcome back to another episode of FortressCraft. So, I did a little bit of prep off camera. As you can see, I've got 19 transport pipes on me. I've been just kind of slowly grabbing some tin as it's made. Got 22. 22 should be fine. I don't really see any problems with it. But as we do with every episode, let's go ahead and hop over here. And as you can see, our poor little lab has been dismantled. It's kind of weird coming over here and just seeing this empty area. But it served us well up until now. We just gotta move on to bigger and better things. So I've got it all in my inventory. Once we get our power generator set up down below, I'm going to set it back up with direct contact to the turbine. And it should be pretty good to go on any of the research that we need to do kind of going forward. So, got 22 tubes. I did do what I said I was going to do as well, and I moved those tubes. What are these called? Transport pipes. I moved the pipes to the other side of that pillar after I derped up and put them on the wrong side. So that's all taken care of. Really all we have to do at this point is finish the tubes kind of going up, make sure that we have a steady supply coming in. Alright. Head up here. Empty out these guys. And away we go. I honestly can't remember where exactly I have the flow stopping. So let's take a look. Alright, so we don't have any of the ores coming up quite yet. Looks like this is all empty. Alright, and here we are. So all we need to do is connect that. So you can see that the ores are starting to come up. So let's not be a derp and actually land on the thing. There we go. And boop. And let's get out of here. And there we have it. So we've got our organic matter headed up. Last thing we need to do is make sure that all of our hoppers are connected. We'll just do that right now. Alright, so we need a hopper, or we need a pipe here. And that's going up. We need one going up there. And then let's take a look, see where the... I wish there was an easier way to tell where the arrows are going here. Yeah, there's not really any... You can see it moving, but you can't really tell otherwise. Let's... Alright, so it is going in the correct direction, which is good. Move that up. And then we'll go... There we go. So that should do it, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, so that's making it all the way through, and that's making it all the way through. Alright, so we've got those all hooked up to our feed system here. And let's hope it makes it all the way to the top and there are no derped up pipes. Alright, and we are here. So we've got our organic matter up here. So what is this called? Biomass growth. I'm going to keep calling it organic matter. You're just going to have to live with it. Alright, so what we need to do now is kind of redirect this on over here. That should probably do. And just kind of do a quick clear of this area. Let's make a little bit of room. Actually, we're going to need a little bit more headroom here. And this is going to be our generator. And Arthur is out of power. So what we need to do now is just head up to the surface and grab all of our generator materials. I want to make sure that we had everything kind of in place before we moved it, because obviously we're going to have 0 power generation going forward until we get it all set up. That reminds me, we need to find diamonds. So apparently diamonds are the lowest tier of crystal. So they're found like around the 100 level. Somewhere in there, like 50 to 100. As apparently you need diamonds to be able to make a teleporter. And I think that would be a much better option than using elevators all the time. But that will have to wait for a while because I don't even know how to get it. Maybe ultimate power grid. I'm assuming the teleporter uses a ton of power. Alright. So we're unfortunately going to have to waste a little bit of fuel here. We have 3,000 internal power stored up, and there's 200% fuel in our turbine. Not a whole lot we can do about it, but you know, just kind of how it works. Yeah, we'll have to close that off for now. We can honestly keep all of this here so that we have a really nice buffer of power coming through, but we'll have to unfortunately take all of this down. So we need a refinery, and we need our jet turbine. And the refinery. I mean, do we want to tear this down? That's the big question. I could just make another one. Yep, let's tear it down. Damage is done, so we are committed at this point. So I want to make sure that I don't destroy any of these power cells. Alright. Oops. Because I want them to continue to provide power as long as possible. So we don't really have any interruptions in any of the processes that we have down below. Alright, so got 9, 27, 36, 9, 27, 36. That should be what we need. I don't think we needed anything else. Alright, so I'll open that back up again. Now that we collected everything, and we should be good to go to head down. Actually, let's make some more tubes or pipes. We'll grab some of that. We'll grab you. Get you powered back up. And grab a little bit more tin from here. Make as many pipes as we can. Pipe. Alright, 28. So now we're rolling in pipes. Alright, so we'll need to clean out a little bit more room here. But should be fine. Alright, so here's what we need to do. We need a hopper. We'll do a storage hopper because we need, what's it, 6 of the biomass for each fuel cell. And then I'll start over here. So we need our refinery controller. We need our refinery vat. Our jet turbine pieces. And that really should be it. I'll pull these down. Alright. So, if we do refinery control, and then we do another hopper, that should do. So the biomass will come in here. We'll place the empty canisters in here. The refinery will take the empty canisters and the biomass. It will go into the reactor vat. It'll create what it needs to. It'll output into this hopper. Go into the turbine. When the turbine uses the fuel, it'll send the empty canister back into here, and then it will reuse it. So I'm pretty sure that's going to work. Pretty sure. Pretty sure. Oops, that's not where that goes. Alright, so there's our refinery up and running. We're going to make high energy composite fuel. We'll need to put a power storage block there to get that all powered up. And then I want to put the housing here. All right. 1, 2, 3. Boom, 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 and boom. Alright, so that used up all of those. Put the intake there. Alright, so the intake's there, and then we have the exhaust pointing this direction so that we don't really run into an issue of getting injured by it when we walk past it. Alright. So, all we need to do now is pop you in, pop you in. We'll do remove only. Don't think it matters, honestly. But all right, so we have are we gonna run into that issue where you can't put hoppers on the end? That's the question. I don't know if that's actually a thing or if it was just the design that I had before. So let's give this a try. We need a hopper here. That's remove only. Where's our empty canisters? There we go. So we'll do empty canisters there. Get you powered up. And I actually want to see if it can do the entire process start to finish, which is why I'm not putting the fuel canisters into powered up right now. Yeah, we might have to, though. Alright, let's try it this way. We'll do you and you. Just kind of get that automatically powered up. And if I've done everything correctly, it should start fueling. We'll put in a better transmitter here. Whoa! That is not a solid block. Alright, so looks like it's missing one empty fuel canister. Why is that? Oh, because it moved the empty fuel canister here. How can we fix that? Yeah, really the only way that I can think of to fix it is if we just cycle between these hoppers. Unless this can actually pull fuel from the end, which it doesn't appear to be able to. So what if turn this bad boy around? So if we put a hopper on the vent side, I don't think this is gonna work either. No. So it needs to come from the side of the machine. Alright, so let's kind of jerry-rig this for now. If anybody has a better design on how to do this, feel free to let me know. I'm probably missing something insanely simple that we could do. So we'll do that, that, and there. So what that should do is it will cycle everything through. So this should be able to grab a couple of empty canisters. So it'll send the fuel through here, the empty canisters will load up here, and this will just continuously kind of cycle the full and the empty fuel canisters. But it should be fine. It's kind of derpy, but I think that's going to hurt us, right? Yep, that hurts us. So Oh no. That's not good. Yeah, I don't think the jet stream would go quite that far out. Wait, did it fix itself? Or is it just because... Yep, it's full on power. Alright, let's redo this, because I want to be able to use that hallway. I honestly did not think the jet blast would be quite that far. I guess I didn't need to destroy all those, but I did. Deal with it. Alright, so let's do... the intake there. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. And there we go. So that should assemble. It did. Start powering up. We've got our jet turbine going in that direction now, so it should be a little bit safer to wander on through this area. And there we have it. Perfect, so that should be 100% self-sustaining. So we've got our biomass coming through into our refinery. We've got these cycling through how they need to be to continue to create, and should be good. Alright, and now what we need to do is get some power storage in place. So power storage Mark IV is what we're going to be aiming for, I believe. So these are, what is it? So we need 27 of the Mark III to make a Mark IV multi-block power storage grid, if I remember correctly. And yes, I know that we don't have any sort of way to get power from our turbine right now into our power grid, but we'll handle that in just a moment. Problem being, we have to turn all of our laser transmitters that are heading down. We have to turn them up, and we have to move the power storage blocks to the other side. So what I'm going to do for now, really all we need to power is like our tin and copper and gold. So those are the only ones that are above our turbine at the moment. So what we can do is, I'm actually going to take these down, so we don't need them anymore. We're going to continue to use the coal for now. These should have more than plenty, like just an absurd amount of power going to those mines. All right. Hopefully I'm picking these up. Yep. All right. So what I did here, instead of having that generator come this way, I'm just having it recycle back from this direction. It wasn't providing enough power to our tin mine here, and it looks like it's actually still not. So let's put a lens in there. Holy cow, these are completely drained already. Sheesh. That uses up a lot of power. Alright, so let's get one of these in here. There's no sense draining any power unnecessarily by destroying those until they're fully out. Yeah, we'll be fine here. Let me empty these real quick here. And what are we doing? Alright, so these are down to like 200 power. So those are good. And I think I'm going to replace all these with Mark 1 so we can kind of reclaim these. They don't honestly need to have a huge buffer. And if we take a look, Mark 4 battery components. So we need 27 of these. And each one takes 9 Mark 3s to make 9 Mark 4s. So we need 27 of the power storage Mark 3s. And they are pricey. Tin plate we need. So why don't we get that set up? We'll do a stamper. Let's see, where are stampers? Stamper. And then we'll do a couple of hoppers here. Boom and boom. Yeah, all right. And then how much tin do we actually have? We have 80. Not a whole lot. There we go. So that'll be a full 100. And we should be able to get a bunch of these done. So we just need to wait for the tin to come through, and then we should be good. And yeah. All right. Projects. So as a matter of fact, we should be able to design ultimate power storage device. Ooh, or do we want to do that? It's not all that bad. Basic and simplified. Well, simplified are going to be a pain because I use tin, of course. Ultimate we could do with no problem. Before we do the Mark IVs, let's find out what we get with the ultimate power grid. I think that would be a better option. Yep, that'll be it. Alright, so we'll leave that for now. And yeah, we'll just head on down. Alright, so let's climb on top of this guy. So essentially what I want to do is just cut out the middleman and put our lab directly on top of our turbine. I think that will be good. But I don't know if we need to put any kind of power blocks in between. So let's grab our lab. So we need our reassembler. We need this guy. So our research assembler. We need, let's see, why am I not able to find this? What does it actually look like? Here it is. So we need our lab components, we need our research assembler, and I think that's it. So let's do all of these in a 3x3. Oops, that's not what I wanted. I want there. Boom, boom. There we go. And it's drawing power. And very quickly, I might add. Alright, and then we need to fill you in so I don't die a most horrible death. Just gonna make a little bridge over there. And we need to do our research assembler, which is gonna be tricky. So let's do... We'll do that because we need to put hoppers on this, but I don't want to put hoppers directly in contact with here because it's just going to screw up our management with our fuel canisters. So we'll do you, and then we'll do make it look nice. Boom and boom. And boom. Alright, so these will be remove only. That'll be add remove. Okay. Very similar setup to what we had before. Alright, and we can destroy this now. Oh. Keep forgetting. I keep forgetting. Turrets are not solid blocks. Alright, so we can destroy that, and we can start transmitting power. Oops. There. So we can start transmitting power into our power grid. So this is going to be really slow. We still need to put in the Mark 3s, which I'll put... I guess we could probably just do it like this. Oh, that would be a problem. So it can't transmit power either from the end. That also has to be on the side. So we'll do it like so. So we'll take you guys down and go from below. So refinery control will get a Mark 1, a couple of Mark 3s. Those should charge up, and then that should be fully charged at all time. Perfecto. And then this can get destroyed. And yeah, we're gonna have to redo a lot of these next episode. How can we do this? Yeah, we're gonna have to figure this out again. So can destroy those. Put them here. And then put the I need to fix my hotbars again. It's getting obnoxious. So we'll do a blue Mark II and then a Mark II laser transmitter with a lens. And that should power our grid down below. So it'll work for now until we can make something a little bit more pretty. But gonna have to save that for next episode because we are at time. So yeah. Alright. So I'm pretty pleased with how everything's working out so far. Getting everything kind of automated so that we never ever run out of power. Next episode, we need to work on our power grid a little bit to kind of get all this refined. I'm actually going to take the stuff from up there, and I'm just going to move it down here. It's going to be 1,000 times easier. So the couple things we need to do are find a copper vein and a gold vein. And then I think everything is pretty much at this level or lower. So the good thing is, if we look at this guy, I think this one was like 2.6 million gold. 3.1 million gold. So gold is covered. We just need to find a copper vein, and then we're fine and dandy. So then then we can just go ahead and destroy all the stuff up above. Then we don't have to transmit any power up. We can reclaim our Mark II laser transmitters and all kinds of cool stuff like that. So we can officially become cave-dwelling hermits. But, yeah. So, like I said, that's going to do it for this episode. Hope you all enjoyed, and see you next time.